Hai, no, handikuzotanga bato itsva. Chokutanga chandoda kugadzirisa. First of all, I want to correct the misperception and misconception that Nelson Chamisa left politics. I didn't. I left Triple C, and I made clear the reasons for doing so.
Can we reiterate those reasons?
Yes, number one, I said the Triple C had been hijacked by my opponents and diluted, and it had actually had certain individuals from the opposition who had lost their marbles, lost their way, and lost their true values to make sure that we're an alternative to the existing establishment. And because of that, I felt that I needed to de-link, I needed to separate myself and continue to maintain my purity, my originality, and of course my clarity as a person as we continue to forge the struggle for a better life in Zimbabwe.
So when you say you're not starting a new political party, what are you doing?
Well, we are going to be part of a broad movement. You know, you don't need political parties. Political parties divide people. Political parties disjoint people. Political parties have this tendency of raising toxicity, hate, and all sorts of negative vibes. What we need in this country is a movement for Zimbabweans, uniting the people, not in a political party sense, but in a movement. A movement unites. A political party divides. A movement drives people to a common goal. A political party can actually diverge and divide people from the common goal as a nation, as a people. So I've made mention of the fact that yes, leadership, and I'll provide that leadership howsoever I'm required to by the people of Zimbabwe. Together as a people, together as Zimbabweans, we need to come together and forge a way forward. The situation in the country is so dire and so difficult. Unemployment, challenges, water challenges, power shortages, potholes everywhere, roads have become gullies, hospitals have become death cages. You know, our pensioners are not getting remuneration or a fair benefit for their hard work. Those who are working are not getting good salaries. There is no money in the pocket. There is no sanity in our homes. So we need to correct this thing yesterday. And to correct it, we need to come together, reason together, walk together, work together, and think together as a people.
But Mr. Chamisa, if I can just go back, I mean, it's not like you were not at some point part of this very government structures and you could have done something to change some of the status quos that were there at the time. I mean, if you're saying you're having a movement now, what does the movement do? Do we vote for the movement, or I'm trying to get to the crux of the matter?
Well, of course, voting is supporting. So voting is not necessarily casting a ballot. It is to be a subscriber to the collective view we are putting forward. But I also want to correct you. Yes, I've been in the structures of government, in parliament and in government during the inclusive government. We did our best. You know, you didn't have SIM cards. You didn't have internet. You didn't have the basics in this country. You needed almost $400 to buy a SIM card. It was more expensive to buy a beast, a cattle, or a cow than to get, a SIM card. And I told people at that particular moment that we are going to have SIM cards cheaper than tomatoes. And most people thought I had gone, bonkers, and there was a problem. But look at where we are. We've corrected the situation. We did our bit in the inclusive government, but it was just an inclusive government. Now what we want to do is to make sure that we have a transformational government, a revolutionary government, a government that speaks to the people of Zimbabwe and says, how do we change the situation and circumstances? How do we correct what has been broken? How do we rebuild where there's destruction? And how do we reunite our people so that we are not divided by politics, but united by it? So that we are not divided by hardship, but coming together as a people. And that is possible.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting to hear. Thank you for clarifying. It is a movement, not a political party, according to you, right?
Indeed. A political party is to say, this party, come join me, and stuff like that. The next move for me is to form a government. But you don't form a government if you have not galvanized the nation. So a movement to galvanize the nation is critical. Look at what happened in the liberation struggle days. There was a liberation movement to bring people together. Even if you look at the beginning of the MDC, it was a movement to bring people who believed in democracy together. Now what we are doing is to bring people together in a transformational struggle, to have transformers, to have builders who are going to build the nation, to unite the nation, to say, let's forget about our past, let's forget about division, let's forget about the things that can actually militate against us being a people. 5 million Zimbabweans misread are in the diaspora. Those who are in the country are actually in mind in the diaspora, but nothing happens here. It's almost like
But before I let you go, because I mean we've been talking for a bit, very quickly, but we can read a movement.
Sorry?
But we can make them today.
Oh yes, we are in the countryside, in the rural areas. We are meeting with people, traditional leaders, church leaders, opinion leaders, youth groups, women groups, and we are hearing their aspirations, we are hearing their expectations, but more importantly, we have to come together as a people and say, how do we immediately resolve our problems as a people?
Right.
Beyond the politics, beyond the challenges, beyond the hardships, beyond the suffering. It's possible, it's doable. Others have done it. Look at other countries that are doing so well. It's because they found each other. We can find each other. We will find each other. We will build this country. And to do so, we need a clarity in terms of what unites us, more than what separates.
You know what? You may say, hey, politics, but you are a pure politician. I can hear it, left, right, center. Love the inspiration, and hopefully your movement will go in the direction that you needed to go into. Mr. Chamisa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Please be steady, be calm, and of course, more importantly, know that I love you. And thank you for loving me. I will never disappoint you. The time is coming, and that time is not far. I thank you. Be blessed. God is in it.
Ndizvo zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Munyika yedu muri kuitika zvinhu zvakawanda zvakasiyana siyana. Saka ndiri kuti semhuri yeZimbabwe ngatibatanei, ngatiisei musoro pamwe chete, tichinamatira nyika yedu kuti zvinhu zvifambe zvakanaka, nekuti zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka. Isu sekuruga Jones tinopinda munyika tichinotora nyaya semaitikiro adzinenge dzaita, touya nadzo kwamuri. Kana wanga usati wasubscribe, ndiwo mukana wekuti usubscribe, wotena on the notification bell kuitira kuti patinouya nenyaya ndiwe uchatanga kuiona. Usasaririre, garai muri pano pachannel yevanhu. Ino ichannel yenyu. Isu tinouya nenyaya semaitikiro adzinenge dzaita. Hatiwedzere kana kutapudza. Tinokutendai muri yeZimbabwe nesupport yamuri kutipa. Thank you so much.